Hi, folks. Ian, Winning Edge Real Estate. And this week, I want to talk to you about two criteria that go towards making amazing returns for property investors. And let me just show you some data that's going to back that up. What I want to ask you is, what do you think would happen if you combined owning waterfront property with the Olympics? Well, I've got a little bit of research here that's going to show you what happens with the potential capital growth when you combine those two criteria. For example, did you know that property values increased 60% according to CoreLogic from the announcement of the Olympics to when they were held in Sydney? Now, the reason for that growth, it's not all because of the Olympics, it's because of all of the amazing infrastructure that goes into place prior to the Olympics occurring. And being a savvy investor, you understand that you want to get into an area prior to all of the infrastructure being in place, because as more and more of that infrastructure is created, those property values keep increasing. So with that in mind, okay, obviously we have the 2032 Brisbane Olympics coming along. But did you also know that according to Knight Frank, the largest property consultants pretty well out there in the world, Brisbane Waterfront is undervalued by 58% when you compare it to Sydney. And we've all seen the incredible growth that's occurring now in Brisbane. It's becoming a major player. In fact, the median house price is now on par with Melbourne. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. But when you now look at this table, can you see here how where you see this price 105%, what that's referring to is the premium people will pay to have waterfront property in Sydney compared to just normal property. Now, when you compare this 105% to, say, the Gold Coast, people will pay 68% more for property on waterfront on the Gold Coast. Now, look at this, 47%. So people are willing to pay 47% more to actually have waterfront property in Brisbane, so in the Brisbane CBD area. Okay, now, obviously that's still a nice figure, but here's the point that I want to make, ladies and gentlemen. Brisbane waterfront property is massively undervalued. Okay, and so again, smart investors, they don't jump on where all of the gains have already occurred, that fear of missing out. That's when people lose out when they invest, whether it be the share market or property. You want to get in as that curve starts to develop. And when you combine the Olympics with undervalued pricing of property on the waterfront in Brisbane, well, pretty amazing things occur. So, do you want to know what happens when you combine these two? And do you want to understand why what I'm about to show you is the fastest selling development? Arguably, I'm sure someone will say, oh, but I did this. But what I'm about to show you is pretty well the fastest selling development I've ever seen in my experience in property. It's pretty well 60, 70% sold out before it even went to market. Okay, so this is the last remaining Brisbane waterfront development that there is. There's no more land to develop in the Brisbane inner city area. Welcome to what we believe is going to be one of the best performing developments over the next 10 years. And this development here is located in Kangaroo Point. So the development's called Gaia, and it's being constructed by one of the most respected developers in the industry. If this makes sense and you feel, oh well, Ian sort of has a bit of substance to what he's suggesting here, I'd urge you to reach out to me ASAP so that you can still get access to some of the best apartments that are still available. This is selling really, really quickly. In fact, I sold 2 apartments yesterday. So have a look at it. I've put information down below. I've got floor plans down there. And if you feel this could be something you're looking for, we've got 2, 3, and 4 bedroom apartments available. They sort of start from around 1.6 mil now. That's the price point. They started out when they first came to market at 1.3, and those have all sold out. But we've still got some beautiful apartments ranging from 1.6 upwards. And if you can see the potential that I'm sharing with you here, reach out to me. We'll have a chat and I can share what is available and hopefully can get you access to this outstanding opportunity as well. All right. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Bye for now.